What's up everyone, it's Prim, and today I'll be showing to you my first ever sketchbook after pandemic. I started this sketchbook 2023, specifically September 2023, and that's when I've told myself that I want to get back with sketching because just simply sketching for fun or sketching for me to be able to create artworks or to just be back again with creating something that I guess I am passionate about. I used to do sketches when I was younger. I do portraits when I was younger using soft pastels, and I also created comic strips for my younger brother. And so I did a video a couple of months ago regarding my first half of this sketchbook. And so in this video again, I'm going to be showing to you the other half of my sketchbook. So from our last sketchbook tour, my last drawing was this artwork of mine wherein I was reminiscing about my younger days when I was in my high school. And this is my, I guess, original character, which is Prim. And moving forward, after this last sketch of mine, I wasn't able to continue the habit of sketching again because I studied for my architecture boards. And these are some of my sketches. Coming back from it, I definitely lost, I guess, my track, but then just simply continuing back to it, I did some pencil sketches because I felt like I had a hard time in trying to have the muscle memory of sketching again. And then after, I did some shapes because I was really having a hard time, to be honest, with deciding on what to sketch. On some other pages, I did these human entourages, and then some were based again from a Pinterest sketch. And I just scribbled whatever that came to my mind. These are sketches from a book that I read before, using hatches. And then another day there's a sketching about, from what I remember, this is the bean bag, wherein you try to make different expressions from a pillow or a bean bag. And then other sketches are based or for my video regarding human entourages. Some were unfinished 3D perspectives. And then these are human entourages and entourages with the buildings, or buildings with entourages rather. And these sketches was specifically for my video regarding human entourages. If you haven't seen it yet, there's going to be a link if you want to watch that video. And yeah, I was just simply practicing human entourages because definitely my human entourages sucked a lot. And then I did a lot of sketching. Definitely, I guess this is one of ways of how you use a sketchbook, is by simply just trying to practice and practice. It doesn't even have to be a finalized artwork. And then afterwards, I did my character, which is Prim, in different artworks. Then going back again to human entourages, an empty page, human entourages with a framing of my next thumbnail. Then after, in which I've decided that I want to get back with shapes again because I felt like I was doing a lot of things. One day it's about buildings, one day it's about human entourages, one day it's about my character. So I told myself I need to at least stick with something first, which is, I guess, the most fundamental thing in terms of like being able to do forms, which is shapes. So I did different shapes. And then when we went to Australia, I just continued sketching shapes. These are seatings from the bus that we rode when we had a trip in Australia, and just random stuff and just perspectives. And then I went back again with these forms, the basic rectangle or square, and then went back to having sketches once in a while based from a character in Pinterest, wherein I just told earlier that I want to stick with something, but I guess a sense of fun in your routine would also matter as well. And so on the next couple of pages, I did 3D I don't know how you call this, but just different angles of a human face or a head rather. And going back, these are manipulations of forms that I did. And then I went to Australia. I was doing different ink sketching. I drew a bottle of... This was the time that I knew that I was serious about this, is when I even tried to sketch different angles of a water bottle. To be honest, this challenged me a lot because sometimes we are really comfortable with sketching something on a flat plane. We're in trying to just sketch something on different angles will challenge your brain. This was also why I did a sketch of a head in different angles. And the next couple of pages are the same with a banana. Yeah, the camera, it seemed very weird when my siblings and some of the people around me saw me doing sketches of a banana or something in different forms, but definitely it will challenge you. And so this is not just about a sketchbook tour, but rather also about my sketches when I was at the same time doing my sketchbook drawings. I was also trying to practice it on A3 papers. So again, I practice 3-point perspective. I also practice different shapes in 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, because I thought that it was really a must for someone or an artist, a designer, to still be aligned with this concept, because this would be beneficial for someone in their artwork. I did a lot of sketches. I followed this art course called Artwood, and definitely it was very helpful. To be honest, I was very challenged by this one despite already being an architect. You know, concepts like this will challenge your brain a lot and would also help you in your future sketches, in your future conceptualizations. And I did a lot of videos regarding how important sketches are in someone's career. These are also some of my sketches of ellipses that I did practice using ghosting of lines. As you all know, I have a original character named Prim, wherein I posted one sketch of it, then 2 sketches of these were posted in my Instagram, wherein I practiced ink sketching and hatching and application of my own artwork, I guess, my own art style. Definitely there's no original art style. We always copy from someone or we imitate from someone, or just like this book, Steal Like an Artist. Here are some of the framing that I did. I was really having a hard time. Again, I'm not an artist or even an illustrator. An architect who loves to sketch, and I want to get back to it. And so I was practicing the 3-point perspective in the framing or the concept of what I was doing. I don't know really if that's a comic strip or not, but this was like the main idea. I wanted to show a different angle. And so I also practice drawing a cat. It's like Alice in the Wonderland, wherein Alice was talking to the cat. And what I was trying to do was to just replace Alice with Prim. And these are sketches of Prim. You know, I was practicing different art styles with Prim. This was posted, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this on my previous videos as well. I'm just fond of using Copic multi-liners for my sketches. These are Prim as well. And despite still not having a specific artwork with him, I just want to be familiar with how he's gonna look like with the hairstyle or his eyes or the way he smiles. And definitely I still don't have any specific. And this is another sketch of Prim that I did, talking to the cat. And going back, again, this is the sketches that I did. And the application of 3-point perspective is... Dun, 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 dun. No, not that one. I was practicing it and I felt like there was something off with my sketches. And so this was the final output. I did a reiteration of it. And there you go. Definitely I still have a lot to improve, but I'm proud of what I did. It was really very challenging despite just doing it on a piece of crumpled paper. But if I believe with the saying of how you do anything is how you do everything. And so I will soon do it on probably a bigger or a better way of layouting something. And so those were my sketches from 2023 to 2024, currently September. And I would be excited to show you more. And so there you have it. Just like always, focus on what matters, and I'll see you at the next one. Mwah!